Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about why you are constantly envied, why you are always finding yourselves in dynamics with others where you are the victim of someone else's envy, and how to break out of this pattern. So number one, the reason you keep being envied is because you have repressed envy within yourself. So by surrounding yourself with envious people, your repressed envy has no reason to come out. And you can basically see the extent of your envy by looking at the extent of how much you are being envied by others. So if, for example, you have always got some friend or some partner or some person, some work colleague that is just angry with you, you can see it in their eyes, you can feel their wrath. The extent to which you feel their wrath is literally the exact equivalent of how much unprocessed, repressed envy resides deeply in your subconscious. If you were to surround yourself with people that were not envious, you would be at risk of your envy spilling out, which is why you are unconsciously surrounding yourself with envious people. Number two, you get validation from their envy. It is likely that the first time you were envied, you felt like you must have something of value for someone to feel this way towards you. This is likely something that you learned very early on in your life, and so therefore is automatically, unconsciously playing itself out and keeping these envious ties in place with others. Number three, it is keeping you safe from feelings of inadequacy. So if you were to forge healthier relationships with secure people, the part of you that felt valuable via someone else's envy would feel worthless in the presence of these secure people who do not envy you at all. And so therefore, surrounding yourself with people that are insecure and envious of you protect you from those feelings of inadequacy and worthlessness. Number four, you are protecting yourself from the horror of being the one in the envious position. Because just like when you got validation from envy when it first happened to you, giving the other person that validation would feel like such a blow to the heart of the part of you that has really built its self-esteem around others' envy. So what you are going to do to heal this pattern is to first of all acknowledge the envious parts that reside in you. Acknowledge it. Sit and process the feelings of envy. This may be very difficult to do because it may be that you simply have no clue that you're envious. This is exactly what happened to me. I really was under the impression that I was just unlucky in finding all these envious people. And I really couldn't see it in myself until I looked very, very carefully and did a lot of reflection. So the first thing to do is just be aware, okay, if I'm constantly finding myself being envied, it is that there is repressed envy in me. Otherwise, it wouldn't keep happening, okay? So when you can acknowledge that, you can start to open the door for being more aware of envious thoughts that come up or these things. And as soon as they come up, make a list of everything that you envy in other people. So whether it be certain traits, material items, lifestyles, success, whatever it could be, make a very detailed list of the specifics of what you envy in others. And at the top of the list, I want you to put the word goals. And I want you to start working towards attaining these goals. So journal on another piece of paper how you can go about attaining the exact things that you want for yourself. Because that is all envy is. And the second way to heal this is to reframe your views on envy. Envy is actually one of the best emotions in the world. It may not feel like it, but it is actually doing you such a favor. It is pointing you specifically in the direction of your life's purpose. It is literally saying, this is exactly where I am going. It is actually a manifestation of your golden shadow. So your golden shadow is the parts of you that are in your unconscious. All your potential is your golden shadow. Your unrealized potential is your golden shadow. And when you envy other people, you are basically seeing your golden shadow. So just like when you see someone and you hate them, or there's something about someone you really dislike, that's your shadow. It's the same kind of concept, but for the positive side of your shadow, essentially. So befriend envy. See it for what it is, a beautiful messenger pointing you in the right direction. Also, the good news is that it wouldn't be possible for you to experience envy towards someone about something that they have or some way that they are if it wasn't possible for you. So when you feel envy, do a little dance of excitement and say to yourself, I get to have that too. I am literally seeing my future in front of me, and send that person all the love in the world and wish them even more of that thing, and say to yourself, the more that person succeeds and the more that person shines, the more I can have it too, the more likely I can have it too. And keep repeating it, drill it into your mind that this is an abundant universe. Because also getting stuck in envious feelings is also a sign that you're in the lack mindset, because you're thinking, if that person has it, there's less of it for me. And that's where you get stuck in envy and start to repress it. You repress envy because you feel like if you envy this person, you are in the loser position. And instead of working through envy, like this video is showing you how to, you just want to push the envy away because you don't want to face the fact that you could be in that quote-unquote loser stance. And finally, a really good way to heal envy is to certainly own it, admit it, love it, go towards it, and work through it in therapy. Internal family systems therapy was a really good way of me addressing my unresolved envious patterns. So not just processing the emotion, but also rewiring the way I looked at it, because I deeply believed that envy was so embarrassing. I was thinking, if I am envious, it means that I have lost. That's essentially what was going on in my brain. And IFS helped me pick that apart really, really well. And there was just something so healing about owning up to the fact that actually I do have envy. I am someone that represses envy. And just sharing that with a therapist was very healing in itself. So guys, I hope this short, sweet, to the point video on envy has helped you. I would love to hear your experiences, your comments and thoughts below, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.